Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived a family with 3 children. One of them was a son, and he always felt like he was being watched. He couldn't shake the feeling, no matter where he went or what he did. It started to consume him, and he became more and more paranoid. One night, the son woke up to the sound of scratching coming from his bedroom door. He sat up in bed and looked around, but everything seemed normal. He lay back down and tried to go back to sleep, but then he heard the scratching again. This time, it was louder and more persistent. He slowly got out of bed and walked over to the door. He hesitated for a moment, but then he opened it. What he saw on the other side terrified him. There was nothing there, but he could feel something cold and sinister brushing past him. He slammed the door shut and locked it, but the scratching continued. It grew louder and more frantic until the door shook on its hinges. The son was frozen in fear, unsure of what to do. He could hear his siblings and parents stirring in their rooms, but they seemed oblivious to what was happening. The scratching and banging continued, and he knew he had to act fast. He mustered all his courage and flung open the door, ready to confront whatever was on the other side. But there was nothing there. The scratching stopped, and everything was quiet. The son breathed a sigh of relief and walked back to his bed. As he lay down, he felt a presence in the room with him. It was cold and dark, and he knew it was there to stay. From that night on, the son never felt safe in his own home. He could feel the presence following him everywhere he went, lurking in the shadows and watching his every move. He tried to tell his family, but they didn't believe him. They thought he was just imagining things. Years went by, and the son grew up and moved away. He never forgot about the presence that haunted him, though. Every now and then, he would wake up in a cold sweat, feeling like it was still there, watching him. The son never did find out what it was that haunted him that night, but he knew one thing for sure. It was something he would never forget.